coconut. In the old days, we have something like this, and this is actually more modern, because back in the days we probably we got piece of tin, piece of aluminum, and those of us who couldn't afford a grater, we just get a either cheese pan or a piece of aluminum, get a nail, put some hole in it, and use it as a grater to grate the coconut. And trust me, that's take a good while, and sometime by the time you finish grating the coconut, your fingers are not only sore but probably it get cut by the grater, because especially when you get close to the rough edges with the coconut pieces in your hand. So this is definitely a boom 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 invention, technology wise. It has just really expedite the process. All right. I use two strainer. It's not, you don't have to, but I use two strainer. To I use this one here is a lot more wider. This is a finer strainer, and use it to squeeze the coconut. Actually, instead of using my hand, I'm going to just use a spoon to press the juice out. And you want to do it, be careful not to get too many of the coconut husks are trashed into the milk. You keep repeating the process until you finish blending the coconut and squeezing out the milk. I typically will repeat the process to try to get some more milk out of the coconut. So that's why I'm not throwing this away. Another thing that this is good for making I forget the name of it. It's not gizzardo, which is coconut, which is flour. They use the flour, knead the flour, and make like a round circle or a square, and then sweeten this here with sugar, mix it with sugar, and put it in the flour, in the flat flour cakes. You know, just to give you an idea, the gizzardo would usually come round or square, on the edge they might make design or with the flour, and then there's a hole in it, and they mix this with sugar and I guess vanilla, and they put it inside and bake it, and that's become gizzardo. Another thing that I have seen they use this to make is it's not coconut drops. Is when you cut this up much smaller and boil it with sugar until it become boil it for hours or so, until the sugar and the coconut actually start to become one, and then you start to take the coconut, you turn off the fire and basically set it and pour it out. Use a spoon, pour it on a flat surface and let it become hard, and that's what you get. That's how you come up with coconut drops. So those are just some other things you could use a coconut, the dry coconut to do. You can't do that with the jelly coconut, only the dry coconut you can use that. You have those advantage to make those other delicious special Jamaican treat. Coconut drops is hard as a rock, so you have to have good teeth to eat it. But for kids, we usually enjoyed growing up as kids and going to school and buying coconut drops, I think, for like 10 cents. So I'm going to keep repeating this process until I'm finish the coconut, and then I will just add some more water to this, blend it one more time, and get more milk out of it, and then I'm going to boil the milk, and I will take you through the process of boiling the milk. What I'm at, and again, this is, I'm making some coconut rundown, which is one of Jamaican's treat, and it is something that when we're growing up as parents and growing up as children, our parents would make it for us. It was a treat, because a lot of work go into it, but it's delicious. We could add catfish to it. You could add shrimps to it. You could boil it, and once you season it, have it with some salmon, and with your food, your provisions such as dumpling, yam, banana. Oh my God, those are the days, man. They're delicious. So that's what I'm going to do here. All right. Okay, so about 20 minutes later, I'm just going to show you the difference in coconut milk I have in a pot. Look at this. When I started out, I have probably about quarter of this much. So what I did, as I said earlier, I after squeezing the coconut for the first round, I save the coconut flakes, and actually repeat the process, and I get twice the amount of coconut milk. What I do sometimes is save some of the coconut milk, and when I'm making cornmeal porridge or even plantain porridge, I use this coconut milk, which is just a lot pure and no additive in it. I forget to mention one of the other thing that you can eat, tradition, that the coconut rundown is made with, is once it's boiled down and cooked down, is to add mackerel. And so you could do mackerel, codfish. I have done shrimps. The only thing I haven't done so far is salmon. So eventually what I will do is cook some down, and then stew my salmon, and just have it take it and then let it sit in the coconut rundown, and soak it up, and then have it with whatever provision I choose, be it dumpling, yam, banana, I put sweet potato, or even rice. So now, as you can see, this is a lot of milk, and this is 3 coconuts. I did 2 coconuts about 2 months ago, and I freeze the milk, and I just thawed it out earlier. So I'm going to do a total of 5 coconuts, which is a lot. And the reason is I have a gathering of family. My mom's celebrating our mom tomorrow, June the 8th, and I want to surprise her and a couple more of the guests with some coconut rundown, which they probably haven't had in a long time. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. So one of the things I'm going to use to accelerate the process is a pressure cooker, because this look like this is probably about I would say this pot is probably 2 gallon. 2 gallon. I assume this pot is probably 2 gallon. All right. If I should put this on the fire, it would probably take me a good while to boil it down. Maybe, God knows, maybe anywhere from maybe 2 to 3 hours. But I'm going to show you how the pressure cooker can cut that time in half and get it done in a hurry. Maybe an hour or so. That's one of the things that I guess most people don't make coconut rundown, because it takes some time. But when it's done good, it is delicious. All right. So I will show you that process as well with the pressure cooker, and then I will season it when I get to that point. All right. Again, here's my codfish. I have some codfish here already cooked. This is a boneless codfish, which is one of the things I use whenever I'm preparing meal for other people, because so they don't have to worry about bone. They can eat it up without being concerned about a bone. All right. All right. So here's the pressure cooker. I put the milk in there. So it's about 3 o'clock now. See how it's the 3 coconut Just milk came from 3 small coconut. Um, so we're gonna see how long it's gonna take. The other thing, here's the other 2 coconut that I had frozen. I'm gonna, I don't think I wanna put everything in this. I don't want this to fill up all the way up. I've never done it before, but I think there probably is a limit to how far you can fill up the pressure cooker. But I have another pressure cooker over here. This is the older model I have, which has served its time. It doesn't pressurize. It doesn't. Pressurization is not working because the handle. I lost the handle for the cover, but I still use it because it does offer some help when I'm cooking certain things. It will take maybe not twice as long. And one of the great thing about it, the steam stays in it, so I can use the steam to help cook whatever I'm preparing. In the case of stew chicken, curry chicken, etc. So what I'm going to actually do is use a second pot to cook this other 2 coconut here. And I'm confident that this one, even those 3 coconut, going to be finished long before the other pot is done. All right. I'll keep you I'll give you an idea through the process. I will kind of show you as I go along how fast the liquid or the milk is going down or has evaporated or being processed to the point where it becomes the coconut rundown. So I can then add my codfish, etc. All right, and season it to taste. All right. Okay, so here we go. About 50 minutes later, this is the first time I'm going to check the pressure cooker. Now you can see the difference. That one which doesn't pressurize because the cover don't have all the pieces that made it possible for me to lock it. But I still get used out of it. This is the one that's functional. And as you can see, it's doing its thing. Now, one of the important thing about depressurizing it, a lot of people stay away from pressure cooker because it's a danger. It can get hurt real bad. I turn the flame down, all the way down and low, and for now. And then what I'm gonna do is, with the help of some cold water, I'm gonna use the cold water to help. Depressurize it. And let me turn on the light so you can have some more light. Better yet, let me turn on the light on the camera. Yeah, here we go. So I'm gonna depressurize it, but I run some cold water on it. Otherwise it will take a long time for it to depressurize if I have to sit and wait around. It will take a good while. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put it in the sink, and then run cold water on it, and that should help depressurize it in a hurry. That's how I have learned over the year. And this wasn't always the way I learned to depressurize it. It wasn't basically I was let it sit and wait. So, but to accelerate the depressurization, I'm doing this. And this is the first time I'm going to check it since I started about almost an hour ago. This one also, I will check that one out once I'm finished. You could hear it. Almost there. I'm trying to fan off. Use the fan just to help get rid of some of the heat out of here. It's almost 80 degrees outside. Okay, let me see if it depressurized. Yep, it's good to go. So you see what I did? I turned this knob here. If it wasn't depressurized, this would have been steam would have been coming through. Now I'm gonna unlock it, this is like a safety lock. Let's see what it looks like almost an hour later. using one hand here to do this. All right, there we go. Whew. All right, as you can see, still have a way to go. 1 hour later, not even 25% of the water um, evaporated. So we have a way to go. All right. So I just want to show you. Similarly, I'm going to show you where we are with the next one. Probably just the same. Actually, I'm not even going to bother show you the other one. I just take my word for it, because this is a better pot. And if we are at this point with this, I could imagine the other one probably not even 10 or 15% yet. The pressurizer evaporated.